Hello again, Miss Sapphire. What can I do for you today?
Well, Doc, a lot has been on my mind. You see, I've been really busy with school, home, and other responsibilities, and while I know it's important to make those aspects in my life a priority over everything else, I feel terrible for neglecting my work as a content creator, especially now that I'm an artist. It's not like I've lost a passion for art and video making, but at the same time, when I get home from 8 hours of being at school, taking care of household chores and other responsibilities that I must do as an adult, I'm usually so tired that I can't work on commissions and video projects that I want to do. And sometimes this keeps me up at night knowing I should have done these projects, especially if I'm doing it for payment. I understand that some people have a work ethic to where they can work and handle day to day lives without even sleeping, but I'm just not one of those people. Another problem is that even though I love what I do, I can't live off of it. It would be stupid for me to just quit school and move out of the house out of nowhere just because I want to draw and make YouTube videos. But at the same time, working on art and entertaining people makes me happy. But sadly, there's never enough time in the day for me to do everything that I want to do. Do you get what I mean, Doc?
I can certainly understand the feeling of wanting more time to do everything you're hoping to accomplish while still being able to unwind at the end of the day. I'm sure most everyone goes through that more often than they'd like to admit. May I ask whether this dream job of working on artwork commissions and video projects has always been your greatest goal in life? Or did that change and shift over time?
Well, it's a bit complicated. When I was in high school, I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. Even now, with my goal of getting a degree in visual communications, I'm not sure where I'll go from there. I've always liked drawing, and when I got some recognition for it, it made me feel appreciated. I didn't really think of becoming an MLP reviewer of all things until a lot of people like you, Silver Mage, and other reviewers inspired me back around the end of season 4. And even before that, I had taken a video editing class I really enjoyed and took advantage of for school projects. Once I became more involved with the fandom, I figured, hey, I can be an artist and maybe a reviewer too. So when I graduated high school, I found myself stuck in my room drawing with my new tablet and making videos. I don't know where I would be now if it wasn't for almost everyone in the fandom that I've met. But I can only wonder how long that will last until people no longer care about my work and I find myself lost in life. I honestly have no idea what I'm going to do after college, even with the degree I'm aiming for. When I went to see what my career would be with a series of college statistics, every test said artist. But being an artist really isn't a substantial job.
It can be for some. It really depends on what you feel is most worthwhile in a job. Is it more important for you to feel passionate about what you work on every day? Is that source of joy in what you create more than enough to offset any stress you'd feel from an inconsistent income? Or would it be better overall to have a job you know you're good at that also provides a more stable daily living at home? Even if that means it becomes more and more difficult to actually want to be at work since it's not really fun for you. I, for one, had to make that same decision a number of years ago, when it turned out that a career in accounting was something I was really good at, despite the fact that I found the subject matter rather boring. There were so many other subjects I felt so much more passionate about, but
If only life could give me something that would fulfill my need for creativity and have a sense of practicality. Some days I begin to wonder if my efforts in the art world are even worth the effort. Will my experiences as an artist actually matter in the end? Or will wasting my time worrying over drawings and videos to stimulate an audience not even be worth the experience? I have a very patient audience, but I feel sad when I can't keep them happy on a consistent basis. I love what I do, but I barely have time for it because of the other important things in life.
I suppose that's the key word here: importance. You want to do so much more with the time you have, and feel disappointed in yourself when you keep falling short. You wish you had the fortitude and the focus needed to put your life where you feel it should be, but in the end, How we spend our time will determine what is most important to us. Regardless of however we think we should spend our time, it is our daily actions which prove where our hearts and minds truly lie. I wasn't all that excited about becoming an accountant. To be honest, it's still not the kind of work that gives joy to my daily life. But having that stable and dependable job does allow me to spend the rest of my time where my heart truly lies. With my projects here on YouTube, with ponies like yourself seeking help and guidance, and with my lady, for whom our relationship could not be what it is if I decided to pursue a career based on what I found exciting and fun all those years ago. I made a choice based on what I knew would lead to stability and dependability. And looking back, I know I couldn't have reached so many people around the world now if I hadn't made that fateful decision back then. Sapphire, I hope you can step back and trust that the time you spend on the less exciting aspects of your life now will make a world of difference in the long run. We all want that shortcut, obviously. We want to have passion in our daily work and the freedom from the stresses of life. But I hope you can be patient in your choices. Even if you can only find a few minutes here and a few minutes there for working on your artwork and videos nowadays, I can tell you from personal experience that it does get easier. But you have to keep up this hectic schedule every day. That's the hard part.
Well, no one ever said life would be easy. I've only been an adult for a year, and I hope my life won't end for a very long time. But I guess I'll have to power through the struggles of everyday life, even if it means sacrificing my content creating time for the sake of a long-term goal. And hey, if I can deal with waking up early after working late nights without losing my sanity completely, I'm sure I can do anything! I hope. I think that's exactly what I needed to hear. Thanks for everything again.
Glad to be of service, Sapphire. Be patient and hold on to that hope. I wish you best of luck with your endeavors and look forward to our next meeting.
You too, Doc. The money's on your desk. Now, if you excuse me, I'll be taking care of a pile of homework.
The horror! The horror!
Wish me luck!
Take care. It's good to be helping.